Hello, welcome back. I got some evocation done. We're up to 8. That does give us Pillar of Fire, I believe. Just check, yeah. And maybe Second Sound if we want to put that up, I don't know. But we'll keep going for 9 to try and get Flames in the Sky. Seems like a good one. Besides that, not much to say. Did some Claymen and Hidden in Sands. Terrible result this time. We didn't even get a mage. We just got a dude with some Dust Warriors, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, we do have Drain skills, and I think that affects it, but that's the first time we haven't got a mage, unfortunately. Manifest Vitriol, Scorpion Beast, found a Magic Sight, which is nice, Enchanted Tomb, so a little bit more death income. And then a couple of battles then, mostly just moving into provinces and taking them. I think it was Spring Spires that was the goofy one. Nope, this is fine. This is more walking over empty provinces. Maybe it's the Last Step Swamp, that's the goofy one. Let's check. Yeah. So here's my Last Dragonian and some Solace. Here are some priests and a single S2 mage. This is a great case for why I wanted to get up Earthblood Deepwell and make tons of lead shields and lead crowns. Because my Last Dragonian is just immediately paralyzed by the S2 mage. Paralyzed for 29 rounds. Good stuff. So we have to wait for a second. Our soul is walking forwards and getting immediately banished by all those... Inushis, are you? Yeah. There go the Solus, my Last Dragonian still paralyzed. Gotta give it a second, you know. We do at least have our Shroud, so Fire Shield takes care of these guys. We take 1 point of damage as well, so we've gone Berserk. So even though we're routing, we'll stay in the battle. Paralysis, I think 0/0 defense, yeah. That's not great. Still paralyzed by, again, a single S2 mage. We only have 17 magic resistance in these provinces due to the magic skills. Finally wake up. Very angry. Paralyzed again. I hit N a few times. Got hit by some Frozen Heart spam there, and then some Kanushi stabbing us. Phoenix Power at least is up, so... We're also doing nothing, so our fatigue just, you know, gradually goes down. Got our Reinvigoration Bless. Did we get up, no, got no... Alright, we're on 6 Reinvigoration, so we got up Earth Power as well. So, back down to 0 fatigue. Still paralyzed. Wake up again, finally. And in the end, we managed to take the province. We got diseased, but we do have recuperation, and we get rid of that, so not too bad. There's Last Step, but kind of goofy. Yeah, I'm just immediately making a lead shield and a anti-magic amulet for this guy. Because that's just stupid. Realistically, all of my Last Dragonian should have lead shields, though that was kind of the plan at the beginning, but oh well. Besides that, not much to say. Tears the Pantocrator is this province we moved through, and he did move 7 Ryujin to it, so yeah, I think he broke siege with... not broke siege, but I think he flew a bunch of Ryujin over to kill my Last Dragonian with water rallies. Well, almost did it with one guy paralyzing, which is pretty funny. We also see Agartha fighting off Midgard from their throne. That's the Throne of Fortune. That's where the big stuff went. Didn't bump into me. And we additionally saw Erythea taking one of Agartha's thrones. So the big Erythean coming in, lots of sacreds in the front, into a not exactly empty fort. But certainly a lot of Agartha's stuff is not here. So seeing some Pillars of Fire. Some flying dudes. Pretty good. So easily clears out the backline. A lot of very vulnerable Agarthan mages. Yeah, and this gets cleared out pretty quickly. We've got Relief and Light of the Northern Star. Yeah, I mean, not much to say, really. Bit of a stomp. It didn't go quite as flawlessly as it looked, though. He lost 1 Deducho, so, you know, that's something. And 10 Sacreds. and 18 Vinemen. So, you know, on balance, who can say? But he took the throne, wiped out a bunch of stuff. Tons of Agoth and mages. And so that is this throne over here. The one on the eastern side. What we can see. I mean, Agoth doesn't have much left now, but they do still have all these giant stacks just right next to me. And their capital is back too. So we're still patrolling all this stuff. Events then, nothing good. Local lawman has been found frolicking with fairies in the wilderness, instead of carrying out his duties, turmoil and unrest. Fertility cult in Old Forest. Famine in Shade Forest. Corruption flourishes, diminishing tax returns in Jereb. Yeah, nothing good. But that's it for messages. And yeah, here's the map now. So, still can't really see much of Jomon's armies. He's got some mages here, a couple of archers here. There's a lot of Onmyoges here, but it doesn't look like there's many units. So as long as we keep our stacks kind of, you know, in one piece, so that we're protected from, you know, 14 Ryujin landing on us and spamming water lilies, we should be able to clear out some of this stuff. I'm gonna head on to Grain Coast because it's completely empty, so I'll move the human stuff, or living stuff, into Amel, so they can just go down there for a second. It should be okay. While the undead stuff hits Grain Coast, I think they'll crack that open pretty quickly, so we'll just try and grab it, and then the temple, take a nice farmland palisade, or what is it? Fortress. Take a nice farmland fortress, and then we'll move on to Calum, I guess, and make sure we've got some gems to do some big spells just to deal with all this astral crap. And yeah, we'll just keep trying to grab some of this stuff. Slightly nervous about my Lustragonian, but I'm just going to head to Spring Spires. A couple of guys helping out here just to defend this province. Got 2 Lustragonians, 1 big mage. Just going to hang out here just in case a bunch of Ryujin fly into it. Got a haunted village, which is kind of nice, and a lab as well. A lot of these provinces have labs, which is cool. And as I said, I'm going to make some anti-magic amulets and lead shields going forwards, but we still don't really have... We've got 3 pearls and 2 earth gems per turn. It's not great. But I'll at least get somebody a bit more resistant to magic stuff before we continue going solo. It's a lot of Kanushis. Oh, and there's Jomon's God as well. Probably be careful of that. Well, that's how things are going here. Trying to move like a little priest and a little mage to Bulwards as well to get up infrastructure. Would be nice to have a temple and stuff here, but I don't know. Gold's still not great, but we're making, you know, we're spending 800 a month and we're up to almost 1500. Not too bad. It's improving anyway. Yeah, it would be nice again to get our minions spread around, because we do have, you know, pretty good. We've got growth and stuff. A little bit of luck. I think we're on luck 2 by, yeah. So we should be growth 2, luck 2. So it would be nice to push that down here and try and get some better income. Maybe this will be a bit further away from Abyssia, you know? So it might be slightly easier to push our own Dominion down here. Who knows? Meanwhile, these guys, we've got a bunch of soulless and some wet ones. I guess I'll just send them in the water and see if we can take some of this stuff back as well. That would be nice. Be much else to say about that. Moving a couple more, just random things over here. Yeah, these guys are going down, actually. The Claymen and the Scorpion Beasts. So I'm going to head them over to Bulwards. They can hang out in this area. And yeah, we'll just keep doing what we can to take what we can off Jomon and try and hold it. Up here, Broken Land. Yeah, you can see we've got 1 dust guy. He came with 40 units, which is nice, but no mage this time, which is very sad. He's going to head out to even more, join this developing army. But we'll eventually try and get back this throne from Agartha, but, you know, I would like it to try and smash into us and die in pieces first, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Might be nice to try and threaten Utgard, I suppose. It doesn't look too bad. There's just white mages, but it's also just terracotta soldiers and crossbows. I don't know, we'll just see what these big stacks do. There's also like this stuff coming as well, which might try and take this, so we'll just keep assembling stuff in even more. Try and build a nice little army that'll do some big spells. Fill it out with a lot more Dustwalkers, and then we'll try and take this territory as well. Try and get back Utgard and Forest of the Lost. And then much later on, we'll try and get a Bhakti too. It puts us on 2 thrones. Maybe we can grab this and whatever this is. 4. 5, we get this as well. I mean, we've got like stuff within reach. We just need to keep recovering, unfortunately. Gotha's globals are still up as well. But I think that's broadly it for important stuff at the moment. As for commands, making some water items. It'd be nice to get some more of the guys over here turning water gems into Manifest Vitriol. It gives you these things, which are quite nice units. The Vitriol Breath is really good. So, if I just had like 3 guys casting that each turn, I mean, how much water does this cost again? It's only 3 water gems. We're making 7 per month, so we could at least support 2 people doing that constantly. Good use for water gems. Alright, I think that's it for the turn though. Anything else? Crown of Lead and Anti-Magic, Amulet, Clayman, Water Bracelets, and his Vitriol. Yeah, that's everything. I'm making Solas when I can too. Still only recruiting Communion Slaves as well. No more Last Dragonians queued up just yet, but yeah, as I said, income might recover a bit more. But that was top 57, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. A throne has been claimed, Throne of Fire by Irithea. So I think they're up to 3 now. Did some summons, a couple of battles then. We moved into Growing Coast with our Dustwalker stack. No problems. And Amel with our Living stack. No problems. And we also got attacked in Rid by some Black Hawks, so that's kind of annoying. And Last Step Swamp is Jomon's god. So he's walking around with 1 Earth Gem. I don't know what that's for exactly, but he's walking around with it anyway. I was wondering if we could kill this thing with our Last Dragonians or not. It's very hard to damage. It also hits extremely hard because it's got the Venomous Fangs, which does quite a bit of piercing damage. So 31 points of piercing damage plus Death Poison, which is a brutal poison effect. Take us a while to stab this thing to death as well. Might need a little bit of prep to kill it. Well, then again, isn't poison damage capped at 5 per turn? Even if you get like a giant amount of it stacked on you. Maybe it's not that bad actually. Yeah, it might be okay, I suppose. I don't know. We'll see. We've got a little bit of poison resist on the Last Dragonians. That's Last Step Swamp though. So that's here. And the Black Hawks hit us in Red, which is annoying, but let's ignore that for now. And also see another Agarthan stack walking around, so marching back towards his capital. No, it's between his capital and Good Old Woods, actually. I've lost my scouts over here. I should probably move something back, right? Maybe it looks like something's going to happen. And events then. Old Forest, lost some Dominion. Martians, though, gained some income and resources, which is nice. Especially in a swamp. And a scout. Green Coast is open immediately. Did some patrolling. That's it for messages. Yeah, let's look at thrones, why not? So yeah, Iritha's on 3, Higorth is still on 2. Command's on 2, Abyssi is on 2, so we're still not quite on the board. Oh, also, yeah, Van as well. Is that Van? I keep forgetting which nation this is. Midgard. So everyone's got some thrones except me, basically. I have to try and fix that. Anyway, I'll start down here. Yeah, I've put the Dusk Dagger on one of these dudes. This guy's got the water bottle, I suppose. And Complaints now has a Dusk Dagger, which, you know, it's a decent chunk of armor negating damage on top of all of our attacks. And he's got a bunch of magic resist now as well, so he's 24 magic resist. He also has the most poison resist of anybody. So he could probably walk up to a Earth Serpent and start stabbing it for a while, I think. It's tough to say. Now that I'm just going to dodge, we'll, I don't know, I mean, maybe I should just continue defending Spring Spires. That might be kind of... We could just search here and wait and if this walks into us. I mean, where is this snake positioned? Snake's really slow, right? Yeah, 8 combat speed, so it's in the middle. Got this mage next to us doing Gift of Flight. I put the guys on attack large. Maybe I'll try it. Let's see if the snake walks into us, see if we manage to kill it or not. I don't know. We'll just do some sight searching and spring spires for now. Grain Coast is cracked open. We're also right next to Man now, and Man has an empty throne, which is quite nice. Like, keep an eye on that. But for now, yeah, this got bust open immediately, so I'm just going to storm immediately. I can't imagine there's much in there. So just got some Dustwalkers, some new mages, last Dragonian. In fact, I'll just watch this. You can see the army properly. This is what's storming. Bunch of Soulless. Some Corpse Candles. Bunch of Dustwalkers. It'll be fine. And I've also got the living stuff moving on to Calum as well. So they'll start sieging that, and then these guys will move down, and yeah, we'll secure this territory. And that should be okay. We would have had enough gold to start building a temple in Borewoods this month, but I actually queued up a Last Dragonian instead. Real luxury stuff. But I'll try and get a temple down in Borewoods, and we have this guy coming over to put up a lab as well, bringing some Claymen and Scorpions to sit in the fortress. But that's all fine. And we got these guys about to walk over to the coast so they can go underwater in time, try and take the water provinces back for us as well. Which should also be fine. That just leaves this stuff up here. I really wish I could use this stack to try and take Utgard and Forest of the Lost, but I mean, this is just such an awkward stack to play around. We're doing one more cast of Hidden in Sands this turn. If we get a good result from that, I might just start being more aggressive, just try and bump into this thing. We really want to get these two forts back. Lock this territory back down. Start replacing our temples. And yeah, then we can figure out exactly which thrones we're going to attack. This one suddenly looks very doable, doesn't it? But there's still this one to try and get as well. This is also empty on the map. And I'm pretty sure Man and Abyssia are at war, so it might remain empty if he's being pulled in this direction. Yeah, there's lots of very weak empty thrones just kind of near us. But we need to finish off taking this territory and deal with this thing first. So hopefully we can do that. And yeah, hopefully get a good result from Hidden this turn. Now that's turn 58, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.